Morning. Question. Question that some people have is that will 3 booster seats or child seats fit in the back of a Nissan Leaf? And the answer is no, not really. It's too cramped up to fit the things. It actually puts the seat out over the edge, so you need that one there. And it's because, not know if you can see this or not, the middle seat isn't really a proper traditional middle seat like you'd expect. Yeah, it's not unusual to this car. Loads of cars are like this. You have like a small middle seat. It's got a seat belt and everything, but it's not suitable for a child seat. It's suitable for an adult, but not for a child seat because they're just too wide. So there's the answer to that one. Okie dokie. There we go. More rain. Rain, rain, rain. Always raining. So, is ready to go this morning. Always in a rush because got to take the kids to school. What I've actually got, before we turn it off, is I've got the heating set on a timer, which you're able to do, for those who don't know. And that's set up to come on 8:32, and it makes the car a little bit warmer, using the power here. It should have finished charging about an hour ago. I had to plug it in quite late last night. And I'll just see what the battery percentage is. Ready to go to school? Eco-friendly? Go on then, round the other side.
Daddy?
This side, get in this side. Always a rush. No time to film. Speak to there. Right, we're off. I'm starting to think that the online tool isn't that accurate, because we're at 98% battery charge. I haven't gone anywhere, so it's supposedly fully charged, which obviously isn't. So I'm not. If it is fully charged and then switching off, which it seemed to say it was, because there was only the green light to say there's power going to the trickle charger, and the charge light wasn't on. So unless when it puts the heating on, it turns off charge, which it might do. I need to check that. So I shall ask Nissan. I'm not sure if you have the heater set on a timer when it comes on, does it then turn off the charging? I can't see why it would. I don't think that would either. If it is the case, I won't put the heating on in the morning. But yeah, excellent. So we're on our way. Should be just a straightforward drive to school in the lovely rain. Auto wipers, about as good as they used to be on my Ford Transit. Had a new Ford Transit. Taking videos because it's helpful to all the people that might be thinking of buying one. All the sorts of videos that I would have liked to see. Who's that there then? Can I see you?
It's Jacob.
Yeah, it's Jacob. Right.
Can you see me?
Laters.
And hello,
yeah.
Hello, lady.
Children. Okay. Long day. 27. Just about to leave work. And I'm setting off with 83% remaining. So the temperature 4 degrees. And I'm well within range. I think it's the first day that I've had where I've had this much battery left when I go home, so I've done hardly any miles today. Brilliant. So the charge, I'll be interested to see when I get back home what the estimated to charge is, estimated time to charge off a trickle charge. I have British Gas coming round on the 10th of February supposedly to fit my charging unit to my house. So that'll be good. I don't have to open up the front of the garage anymore and all that sort of business. I can just pull up, plug it in. So I look forward to that. It's going to be good. Okay, I'll probably film when I'm back home, just to see the mileage, battery usage, blah 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 blah. I'm on eco, obviously. I might actually drive. I'm going to drive it hard home. I'm going to take it off eco and I'm going to pump it out the corners like a good. It's going to be brilliant fun. And then I'm going to charge it up. So we'll just see what that does to the mileage if I drive it. I'll take it off eco now to prove I've taken it off eco, and then I'm just going to drive it pretty hard. Okay, so this is my hill that I come up. I think I'm going to have to film this in the day, to be honest, to give you some sort of idea how steep it is. But this is the final hill that we have to go up on the way home, and it basically overlooks a valley. It runs up and it's pretty steep. What I'm going to try and do is, I think, download an app on the iPhone or on another device I've got, a Samsung tablet, and try and film the altitude climb, because this bit, especially here, is pretty steep. It's quite an increase, and then it rolls off at the top here, and then you're back on the flat then, and then it's all downhill. So as long as you make this hill like we did tonight, we knew we were going to be safe when we got up here. Oh yay, we're actually going to make this. So this is the safe point now, and then it's all downhill to about half the way down the hill again. But it's a very steep, long hill. So I should try and get some measurements on that, so we've got some sort of idea what we're climbing. So, oh, there's an ambulance. Okie dokie. Okay, home sweet home. And 73%. I didn't really get a chance to. I put eco on down the hill. I didn't really get a chance to floor it like I wanted to. I was just stuck behind traffic all the time, and we've got some really bad roads with loads of potholes. But that's where I'm at after arriving back home. So 1853, 4 degrees C, and the heating is on, kind of, if it would actually focus and stuff like that, which it doesn't like. So yeah, really good job. No issues today at all, well within its range of what it could do, because I hardly went anywhere to it. That's my normal day to and from work. So yeah, really good. Going to go charge it up now on the trickle charge, and only other update now will be the charge time remaining at 72% on the trickle charge. See what that's going to display. I mean, it's almost always been saying 10 to 11 hours charge because I've been running it so low. But this is the first day that I'll be plugging it in from a fairly substantial charge already it's got on it. So. Okie dokie. That is what I'm left with. It's plugged in. 75% battery, and it's plugged in, as you can see here, which doesn't display very well on the phone, but it sort of tries to. It says plugged in, yes, charging, no. Now on the iPhone app it tells you estimated charge time when it's not charging, which is quite good. On this one, on the PC, as you can see I'm using, it doesn't. So you don't really know. But so if I've got the iPhone app, so I do know that it's going to take 4.5 hours estimate to charge up on the trickle charge. So that leaves me in a perfect position to test out for the first time properly, and relying on this working, the timed charge which I've set up from the car wings, so it will kick in at midnight, giving me the cheapest charge time, and by 4:30 in the morning it should be fully charged. One thing I've noticed is, I'll just switch the camera around, is that if you put the heating on in the morning, I think I mentioned it this morning, put the heating on in the morning, timed on, so when you get into the car with the kids it's nice and warm. The charge, even though when you look on the apps it's 100%, on the car it's 98. Now I've done a little bit of research on the internet, and it looks as though the trickle charge isn't enough to charge the battery and have the heating on at the same time, and it sort of helps it from electric, but at the same time it's got to draw it from the battery because it's not enough power. So that's an interesting one. So I would recommend at this point in time, if you're reliant at the moment on a trickle charge, and if you've watched all the episodes you'll know that I'm trying to go on to the British Gas free installation, which is currently available. They're installing that on February the 10th. So that'll be a 16 amp charge as opposed to the 10 amp trickle charge. So that will be able, apparently, to be able to sustain the heating being switched on by a timer in the morning without any detriment to the battery life. So I'm going to do that. So I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to turn it on. I want 100% efficiency if I can. So that is very, very good. So what I shall do is I shall test that theory tomorrow by not having heating on in the morning and see if it says 100%. If it does, I will definitely know that that it's to do with the fact that the trickle charge can't keep up with the heater. But I haven't really seen that anywhere. It gives the impression, Nissan gives the impression that you can just switch it on and all is fine with the world, but it turns out, it would appear so at this point in time anyway, that in fact, if you've got a trickle charge, which they say don't use regularly anyway, which I didn't know until I got it, obviously, otherwise I would have got the thing all organised up and job done. Evie Leafer, who has been twittering me, has just made it home on a battery low level, so well done for getting home. 6 miles left on the clock I see. I've signed up for Twitter, as you may have just guessed, and I've got a massive following so far. 7 people. One of which is an American football club called the Chargers, and because I hashtag Charger in one of them, they're following me. I haven't had the heart to tell them. But Evie Leafer has contacted me. He's actually a local guy from Stroud, so that's it's probably 20 miles away thereabouts. So it's good to hear. Good to hear. There's a lot of people out there. Well, not a lot. I found one person that's local, but the chances are, based on that, there's going to be quite a few more that I stumble across. A bit like charge points that aren't on the Zap map. Yes. Okay. I think that's all really I've got to say. I've had loads of conversations today with people on Twitter. Quite a few. Tom Skelton. He's been informative. He was saying that he's able to do 100 miles on a single charge. Took 3 days, average 25 miles per hour in summer with windows down, no aircon. So that's the best mileage he's got. Yep, I think I haven't really got anything much more than that. There was he did mention that and it seems plausible, that when I took it to a rapid charge in Gloucester, when I took it off the rapid charge and was driving off and it charged it to 90%, I think it was, not 95, 90%, I had more miles than I'd got previously by charging it to 100% displayed on the guessometer. And he's suggested that the reason for that is because the rapid charge increases the heat in the battery cells, and therefore, because the temperature's cold outside at the moment, because it's winter, then in fact, that's given a higher reading. So that's interesting. So I think that gave me 4 or 5 miles extra. So that'd be good. So in summer, then I look forward to a lot more miles based on 100% charge. So I think it will actually be plausible to get a lot more miles in winter, which is what everyone seems to be suggesting, and the physics behind batteries. So, was it physics? Chemistry. Right. Okie dokie, that's it for today. And it's quite a short blog today, you'll be glad to hear. I had a fine day, 6 miles into work. I travel around into Mitradine, so another couple of miles and 6 miles back again. No problems today, no dramas. Nothing terrible's happened. So it's a happy day. It's a happy Nissan Leaf day today.